I have a secret admirer at work. Their notes have taken a dark turn. Every time I found one of those damn yelly sticky notes on my monitor, I knew it'd be a bad day. My secret admirer had the effect on me. The note started out of a kind of charming, a few polite compliments about my clothing, and about how kind and gentle my personality was. Little XOXO signatures at the bottom. Middle school crush style. It was a bit of an ego boost, but I was happily married. My wife Emily and I had this rough stretch a few years back after I had an affair. But we got things back on track. I thought I was telling her about the notes, but I didn't want to worry her. The flirtatious post-its went into the trash, and I moved on with my day. I didn't get the first dozen or so much I thought, until they began to threaten me. The first one let me put on unsettling feeling showed up 2 months after the first one. Gone were the free-flowing, delicate curves of the handwriting. Heavy grooves go gouged into the paper from the heavy block etched on the surface. Why don't you ever answer me back? You could leave a little note for me on your computer. It seems like you don't care, and it's starting to make me angry. XOXO. At first I left it off, before wadding up the note and tossing it in the trash. The idea of leaving a note from my admirer was ridiculous. They had never ever mentioned wanting me to reply before. How the hell was I supposed to know my computer monitor was like our own personal mailbox? 2 days later, when I arrived to work, there was 2 notes attached to my monitor. The first one was the angry message from a few days ago before. It had been uncrumbled and smoothed out. Underneath sat another note on clean, uncrinkled yellow paper. You just swat on my messengers and throw them in the trash? What the hell is wrong with you? You used to be like something special to me, but now I see you just like any other guy I've met. I was wrong about you. You're a piece of garbage. XOXO. I felt a mix of anger and relief at the moment. Whoever this woman was didn't know me well enough to make judgment calls like that about me. At the same time, it seemed like this could be the end of a whole strange ordeal. That time I put the notes in my pocket and tossed them into a trash can in the parking lot. On my way home. Whoever was leaving them, they were checking the trash in my office with any luck. They'd move and get over their fixations. No such luck. Only a few days later, there was another sticky note on the monitor. This time it was neon green. Had he written me so many damn letters that the yellow pad had run out? My throat tightened as I pulled it from the screen and read, "We all have our shortcomings, but I'm willing to forgive you. Please stop throwing away my notes. These little moments mean so much to me, and it hurts to know you don't feel the same. It's okay though. Your feelings for me will change with time. And if they don't, I might have to hurt someone. XOXO." I immediately took the note to the HR office. One of the reps had to read it. Her eyebrows raised and her head held back in surprise. She placed it on her desk and pulled it off her reading glasses. "How long has it been going on, Paul?" she asked me in a concerned tone. "I'm not sure exactly," I said, scratching my head. "They left a dozen notes, 2 dozen maybe. Do we have security cameras on the floor?" "No," she said, shaking her head. "No cameras, I'm afraid. Too expensive. Some reason they laid off the secured office in the building. Post-COVID America isn't exactly thriving." She gave me a look of sympathy and told me to tell her if any more notes showed up on my computer. I nodded and told her I would. We both silently acknowledged that this was the matter of first of many conversations on the matter. Over the next few weeks, I had made multiple trips to the HR to report the notes. They rambled endlessly about how heartless I was and how angry I made them, and the violent things they would do to me if I didn't respond soon. It was becoming exhausting. Last week on the ride to work, there was a hot pink sticky note on my monitor. I was breaking the point that the notes wouldn't stop. HR didn't know who would leave them in my place of work. I was doing nothing to put an end to this. At the moment, I would have done anything to end this. The note offered the option. "I get you're not interested. I'll back up, but only if you meet me tonight. I'll be on the 5th level of the parking garage, near the stairwell exit. 8 p.m. Don't be late. XOXO." It was 7:59 p.m. when I stepped out of the elevator onto the 5th floor of the parking garage. My heart was racing and a cold sweat ran down my back. From in front of the elevator, I had a clear view of the stairwell. About 200 feet away, no one was there, so I made my way in that direction to see if I could see them. Suddenly a red ember glowed brightly in the shadow casted by the door. Someone was smoking a cigarette in the darkness. The muscles in my body tightened as I willed myself forward. My admirer was there, standing in the dark. "Hello," I called out. A cloud of smoke billowed from the shadow. "It's Paul. You wanted to meet me?" A woman stepped out of the shadow and dropped the cigarette to the ground, grinding with her foot. She held a gun in her left hand. It was my wife, Emily. "Emily," I questioned, "what the hell are you doing?" "I left the notes as a test. A few days a month I stop in your office on my way to work to leave notes. The cleaning crew thinks I work there, I guess," she said, her face streaming with tears. "I thought after all the trouble we've had from the affair, you would tell me if someone was trying to steal you away from me again." You left those notes," I stammered. "What the hell was wrong with you?" "I want to be sure you wouldn't try to meet another woman again," she said, lifting the gun towards me. "But you did. Here you are, trying to make some easy score. I mean, you can't be serious." I shouted. "I came here to get this to stop. Why are you doing this?" "I know you would," she said, but was cut off by the erupting police sirens. She looked toward the ramp at the flashing blue lights. "You called the police?" I nodded. "Of course I did," I exclaimed. "I thought someone was going to hurt me if I..." That thunder of a gunshot was all I heard before the world went blank. I woke up in the hospital. My entire body ached. There were thick white bandages wrapped around my midsection. A nurse saw that I was conscious and ran to find a doctor. A police officer was a chair beside me after my physician entered the room. They explained that my wife had shot me in the abdomen when I fled the scene. A manhunt was underway, but they hadn't located her yet. A protective detail will remain with me at the hospital until I released her. They never found her. This was about 5 years ago. I relocated ever since. A new state, a new job, a new life. It's been relatively peaceful until recently. You see, yesterday, I headed into the office a bit before the sun came up. When I turned on the light, there it was. A bright yellow sticky note on the center of my computer monitor. "She's back,"